Need to keep our people safe, and we desperately need to find an alternative to hotel quarantine. We model this on Howard Springs. Everyone's got a balcony, everyone's got fresh air. We think that it's an ideal location. You know, we would like to see international aircraft coming into Wellcamp, and we would welcome those arrivals, and 3 minutes later they're in their beds. When you look at the flow-on effect to the local producers for food, 3,000 meals a day, when you look at the flow-on effect the 400 plus jobs through construction. It'll be a great thing for Toowoomba, it'll be a great thing for our region, it'll be a great thing for the Queensland and Australian economy.
All right, good morning Queensland and good morning Toowoomba. Well, it's a bit windy and cold up here today, but that's good. So I'm pleased to report that we've had 0 community cases in Queensland today. We've got 2 new cases, but they are in hotel quarantine. We have now 749 people in home quarantine, and we have had 12,733 tests in the past 24 hours, and 21,251 vaccines were administered by Queensland Health yesterday. So that's fantastic news. So today I'm here with the Deputy Premier and the Chief Health Officer, the Health Minister, and also with our good friends John Wagner and the Wagner family to talk about a really important issue for Queenslanders. Now, we all know that our hotels were not built to deal with the Delta strain of this virus. In fact, what's happening in New South Wales and Victoria is a direct result of the Delta strain coming in and essentially breaching hotel quarantine. So we need regional quarantine facilities. I have been advocating this for a long, long time. It is a no-brainer. People across Queensland come up to me and they say to me, we agree with you. We don't need people being in hotels, we need them in regional facilities. And how do we know that they work? Well, look at Howard Springs. Howard Springs has been a brilliant example. You've seen our Olympians come back and stay there. It's spread out, it's fresh air for people. People don't have to stay in rooms without balconies. I've done hotel quarantine myself. There is a constant flow of people coming up and down in the lifts. Our hotels were not meant to be the last line of defence to deal with a global pandemic. Now, we have agreed with the Commonwealth about Pinkenba. So we've got that agreement and the Commonwealth is building that facility. Well, today I'm pleased to announce that my government has reached agreement with John Wagner and the facility in Toowoomba will be built. Our Cabinet has given the go-ahead, and as you can see right behind us, construction is underway today. This is going to be a great boost for our defence against the Delta virus in this country. And in fact, I believe we need regional facilities right across the country. We are going to be dealing with Delta for some time. And if we want to open Australia up, if we want to open our states up, regional quarantine facilities are the second part of the answer. The first part of the answer is vaccine. So we need the vaccine rollout, and we need to make sure that we have good quarantine regional facilities away from our densely populated cities that can spread the virus rapidly, as we've seen what has happened, unfortunately, in New South Wales and, of course, in Victoria. So the Deputy Premier will go through a few more details. It'll be 1,000-bed capacity. In fact, I've been calling for this since January. It could have been built by now. But we are going to have this facility starting to be up and running by the end of the year with 500 beds and 1,000-bed capacity by the first quarter of next year. Now, I know the Wagner family and I know John, and when John says he's going to get things done, he gets things done. And you can see by the fact that it's starting today is a commitment by his family and a commitment to the people of this state. This is a commitment by the Wagner family working with the Queensland government to say to the people of Queensland, we want to keep you safe. And the best way to keep you safe and to keep Delta out of Queensland is to build as quickly as possible a regional quarantine facility. And as soon as that regional quarantine facility is built, we are ready to put it to use. So I'll hand over to Dr. Young to say a few quick words, and then we'll go to the Deputy Premier and to John Wagner and then to the Health Minister. Thanks.
Thank you, Premier. So no locally acquired community cases in Queensland today, which is excellent news, and everything we're doing, everything in our power is to stop community transmission until we have got the vast majority of our population vaccinated. So it is critical. Please, if you haven't already had your first dose of vaccine and you are 16 years of age or older, book in immediately to get it. If you're 60 or over, with your GP or a local pharmacy. If you're 16 through to 59, book into one of the Queensland health clinics, although there are more and more GPs who are also now able to offer the Pfizer vaccine. That's critical as we go forward. Thank you.